All right, everybody. We just left the Lion King Broadway cast here in Tulsa. They're going to be in the area for 17 days, and my husband took me here, and so it was a treat. I have mixed reactions to this. I usually am a pretty easy audience because I just love the arts in general. And I mean, you have to really do a super bad job for me to hate something. So I certainly don't have that experience, but it was beautiful. These are my first thoughts, and my husband's going to chime in whenever he's ready. There was a lot of the scenery, the special effects, the people on stilts that were looking like a real 10, 15-foot giraffe. I mean, that got me. My husband could tell right away where it was a person's body on stilts, and I couldn't see it. It looked so convincing. So I had moments like that, and I have a lot of favorite moments. I'll say that to the end. But I thought it was beautiful to look at. It was art, really art in motion. That's one of the first things I'm going to say. The people who did the costumes and the masks deserve a lot of credit for this, because it was very artistic. It was like sculptural and, real art in motion. So that was beautiful. When I say art in motion, I'm not talking about the art of song and dance. I'm talking about the art of mask and costuming and makeup. So that was really well done. All the dancers were excellent, so you could tell you're watching professional dancers. And all the singers were good. There are some that stood out more than others. Those are my favorite parts, so I'm going to say that to the end. And then there was the fact that it wasn't a live orchestra. I didn't like that. I don't want to see a Broadway show and hear just a soundtrack. Now, I'm going to look it up to see if I'm right or wrong, but I believe we got a mixture. That's what I think. What do you think, Danny? I think we got, music-wise, I know it was a soundtrack because I thought it was, and then I looked it up. And so they said yes. But vocally, I think we got, when it was like whole chorus numbers, I think that was track because it sounded very much like the movie. But when the soloists were singing, definitely there were live voices. So they were super talented, and I enjoyed that. So art in motion, sculptural, artistic, people on stilts and looking like a real giraffe. I mean, that was very impressive. So I like that. Honey, anything?
I was fighting sleep, trying to check up on the Miami Heat Nuggets game most of the time, but
so wrong.
But it was all right. I mean, it's all right for us. I did it for you anyway. I mean,
I know, but you experienced it, so you had that feeling.
The African vibes was nice.
The African vibe. Now they had that part down.
The costumes was fantastic and all that.
But you did.
A lot of action going on.
Yeah.
So they but hey.
But you did feel the sense of Africa.
Yeah.
That was really well done with the the lighting and silhouettes and the things in shadows, moving, dancing grasses, things like that. I liked.
They did the story,
They did the story. They kept to the true lines and dialogue and music. And then there was a couple of little bit of new stuff there, just a little bit. But I love the dancing grass. It took me a minute. I thought it was something that was pulled out. Instead, it turned out it was, people moving and made to look like grass. So dancing grasses, crawling on the ground. I mean, a lot of that kind of stuff was cool. So special effects, pyrotechnics. Yeah, pyrotechnics. That was good. All right. Best of all, whole night long, I'm going to go third, second, and first. The third best was Pumbaa, and the second best was, what's the character's name? Pumbaa is the warthog, right? And then the character that, does that great comedic voice, this actor did a good job of it too. And right now I can't think of his name. Simone and Pumbaa. well done, super well done. That was worth the show for me. But the number one performance, in my opinion, even though I think Nala and Simba, the little boy, did a good job, and the adults did a good job. Nala and Simba, adults, did a good job. But the best of everything was the woman who played the part of Rafiki. Do you agree? Best voice in the cast. She carried the show. She was so good in her African appearance, voice, dialect. She was speaking African. As far as I'm concerned, she was completely legit. And then, of course, her voice was really good. Her comedic timing was good. The way she delivered her lines. She was worth the show to me. Now, my disappointments were, I really... too much of a Disney girl, because if you're gonna take me away from animation and you're gonna give me sculptural, artistic mask and whatnot, I need it to be, I still want that's just me, I still want the people, the characters to look more like a lion, more like the hyenas. I thought were the best costume wise of having the mask out front, but then the whole body being this animal. So, I get it. Now, I have to stop and say, wow, to the ability of an actor, singer, dancer to sing, dance, move on stage, and also work a puppet. Okay, that's not easy. There's no way that's easy, because a lot of them had to do that. The guy, I got to put him up there in the top group too. The one that played the dodo bird. He walked around, as a person, moving the bird and having the bird talk and sing. But he was really good, really, really good. So I'd say for me, 1 out of 10, I have to give it an 8, because I don't want a soundtrack. If I pay to see a Broadway show, I want live music and I want live singing. That's just me. I do not like a costumed only, non-real looking lion, but then they did some of it so good it made me forgive it. So I give it an 8, and I enjoyed it.
Did they make a live version of Lion King with real animals?
No, I don't.
Yeah, they did.
No, with real lion? Oh, you mean live action? Like he did everything?
No.
Like he's done.
Lion King with real animals.
I don't know.
I didn't see. I wouldn't see it, but I didn't want to see it. But anyway, I thought they made.
They might have. You might be exactly right, and I just haven't been. I'm not up to date.
I hope the Lion King shit. This is it now for Lion.
Now leave it alone, right?
They shouldn't have messed with the cartoon after that. But hey, greed will get you.
Greed will get you. But if it's been running since night, it got you. Well, you did it for me, baby. You're giving your wife musical theater, and I am very grateful, and I give it an 8 out of 10.
Parking, $20, water, $6.
He got to run it down.
I didn't drink no liquor, because that would have been about $14 a shot.
Oh yeah, I didn't buy a bottle of water because they said $4. I was like, I just can't do it. We save our little change for our Sonic afterwards or something, but some things we just can't do. We'll spend $60 on a ticket, but then we just can't break out the money and pay for it. You can get 20.
Well, I met a guy named James Bond tonight.
Wait a minute, before you tell that story, can't you get about 24 or 36 bottles of water for $4?
Yeah, Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart. So I can't make. I'm cheap. Tell me about James Bond. What did he do?
There's this old man. Now I'm 68, so he had to be at least in his 80s.
Okay.
So he didn't want to interrupt the road before me. He did was he came down my road because everybody went to the bathroom.
Right.
And he climbed across the seat like I called him James Bond.
Oh Lord. Was he cool? Did he think he was cool?
I don't know, but I was scared for him. I thought he was gonna fall out.
He was a lot older than you. I saw him.
James Bond. I called him James Bond.
I have no idea why he was bold enough to do that.
But anyway, wasn't bad.
Well, I enjoyed it. It's still a beautiful night out. I got to get dressed up and go out with my man, and I get to talk to you and have some fun and say, hey, we were out in Tulsa on another date, an arts and entertainment night, and we get to do a Buskey review, something new we're starting. I want to be able to incorporate it into YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and on our new TV show premiering in August this year. So, all right, well, we're having fun, and we're headed for some kind of treat, I'm sure, before we are done for the night. So thank you for being with us. Until next time.